Aha! That is mighty fine. Oh, that looks insane. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Survival Stories. Oh, and it stopped. Really? How are you all doing today, folks? Are you having yourself a good day? I am very happy right now, but very frustrated at the same time. You see, I've been having a lot of issues with my world. I've had a lot of faults this entire week with our Survival Stories single player world. But let's not dwell on it. I got it working now again. It's a little bit of a last minute for me in order to get this episode out to you guys when I want to get it out. It's probably a little bit late. We'll see. You know what I want to try though? I want to try... Do I have my wrench? Oh yes, baby. We're gonna switch this. I put this up here. I think it looks fantastic. But what if we do that? Oh yes. That looks great. Okay, we can put a facade on this. A corp one should look... Aha! Yeah, very good. Okay, so last episode we did a little bit of work in this room here. And there was a lot of comments on the video versus the rates versus the view rates. So thank you very much for taking your time and write a little bit of a feedback to me. Most people like this, and for that I'm very happy. And earlier this week I posted a tutorial on ComputerCraft. A ComputerCraft add-on called Peripheral++, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I am recording this in Survival Stories 2.6 Alpha, Super Alpha, and that's also why I've had some issues. So we're gonna take a little look at the speaker and chat box. I won't go into details too much in this series. That's why I did the tutorial. So if you missed it, go and check it out. But basically, I want to try and get something going. So my idea, by the way, is that this computer, the screen there, and the computer that sits down here, is going to be our mainframe. I think I said that, right? It's going to be the mainframe computer, and it's going to control a bunch of things in our biolab. So I dug out this little bit of a management room, and I'm thinking what we will do is... We'll connect up a bunch of different things, and the first things are the speaker and the chat box. So maybe we do something like this. Oh, I cannot do that, huh? Put the speaker there, doesn't matter where it is, and then we connect them up like so then. Yes, and right click, computer 7 connected, great. And that's connected and that's connected. The idea is that I should be able to talk to this computer. This, by the way, what is it called? Oh, it's called something, a program. I downloaded it. I thought it looked really cool. Let's restart the computer again and do it. Boop. Sometimes it's very short. It's like some kind of AI game where I'm not smart enough to understand. But you can see that the squares, they're kind of eating each other, and then eventually there are no more to be eaten, and the whole thing just stops. I think that's the point. Random things happen every time. Let's run it one more time. I think it's so fancy to look at. And that was just for a fun thing. Oh, look at that. It just stopped immediately. Okay, but anyway, I want to be able to interact with our mainframe here by typing in the chat. So let me do a little bit of a programming, and I'll come back to you. Did I connect these? Yes. Alright everybody, so now check this out. I wrote a quick little program. It's nothing fancy, but I can type lab online.
Laboratory mainframe online.
And the mainframe says that it's online. I think that is very cool. It is pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but it's pretty cool anyway. What's cool about this is that this is a sub-splitting system. So if I type test, nothing happens, right? And the way I did this, just really quickly showing you this, there are some people that are very interested in these kind of things. I'm using a split function, and in Lua there isn't any built-in split function, so I've written my own. I've actually stolen this from online somewhere. And what a split function does is basically it takes a string, and then you give it a separator, and then you can split up the string from a sentence into words, okay? And then down here I have my message split is called MSG split. And if the first word of the sentence is lab, then check the second word, and if that is online, then do the whole speak laboratory mainframe online. And that's everything that happens at the moment, okay? So there isn't really anything else to this. But that took me quite a while there, and I don't want to spend any more time on this today. I just wanted to kind of get this integrated. So very cool. Now, we desperately have to do something with the walls and the whole idea of this lab. I'm sorry to say, but it drives me crazy. I think it's terrible, the walls. And I've been looking a little bit for alternative blocks that we can use. And I found mint from Z-tones or stones. And let's just try... I'm thinking we need some kind of structure or some kind of differentiation here. To make this look pretty. So if we were to clear, where's my hammer? Boop, boop. If we were to clear this and we do something like, oh, look at that block. Oh, it blends super well with the lab block, I think. Okay, let's just try something here. Let's do that, and then the other variation of mint that is white is this square one. How does that look for random random differentiation? Not too bad, I would say. I kind of like that. What if we would go above this door as well? And what I'm trying to do is obviously keep a clean look, but it shouldn't be this freaking plain, because it's just upsetting me. It's so upsetting me at the moment. And we would go, oops, let's not pickaxe that. We would go like this, and I probably need a little bit more of these blocks. There we go. This mint block, by the way, is green in its default one, or in the number 1 thing. But I found these and I thought they were pretty fancy looking. Let's turn on night vision while we do this, maybe. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, have you seen, I've launched a new series on my channel called Departed. It's a magical, focused and oriented mod pack. And I wanted to kind of give a little bit of an information about that mod pack here on this in this video. It's episode 0 is out, the pilot episode, and tonight after this episode, hopefully, if everything goes well with the rendering, oh, that looks pretty fancy. Oh, I like that. If everything goes well with rendering and timing and all that, I will have episode 1 out, because you guys, the guys that saw it, was really supportive and was like, oh man, this is a perfect pack for you, Iskall. Iskall. Saying my name is in English is always so weird. Let's go a little bit like that, and I like that, and I like that. So I just wanted to kind of shout it here and say that, hey, you survival stories fans that are probably my most loyal viewers, do we have? No. Go check it out, okay? Give it a shot if you didn't already, because I'm having a ton of fun in that world, and it's very different, okay? And that's what's important to me. It's so different than any other pack that I'm doing, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So give it a shot, will you? That looks pretty decent, although this isn't aligned, is it? No. We'd have to go like this. Oh, that made a huge difference, I think. You could then also do something like this. Hold on. Remove these, and we'd put a wedge. Yeah, you guys knew. You guys saw this coming. Outside my house today, or outside my apartment, by the way, there is like I don't know, an old car exhibition. Is it called exhibition? Where the people show old cars. That looks fantastic. That looks great right there. You know what we could also do? Let's put a lumium lamp. Yeah, so there is a car expedition. So there are like V8s and V12s, if that exists, like big freaking engines screaming outside. I don't know if you can hear that, but if you can, I beg your pardon. Oh, you cannot do that with these. Okay. Or am I in a too old version of thermal expansion? I probably am. If you saw my... Oh, yes, I am. Okay. Shoot, I need to update that. If you saw my Agrarian Skies episode, I found out that there are some super fancy lights from thermal expansion that we need to make use of. However, I need to update in order to get them. So for now, let's just do this. Let's get our multimeter. I tell you, I don't have any control of where my stuff is. There, and we'll turn this guy on. Boom. And of course, night vision off. Yes, I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that look for a wall. This bothers me though, that we are not aligned here. We have to do something like this, because it's, as I said, it's driving me absolutely crazy that it's so freaking plain. Look at that wall there. We did the aquarium thing last episode. We may mix that in as well, but I think for a plain wall without any like function, that looks way, way better. It's so gorgeous. Wow. All right. I got it all exchanged, and I truly think this made such a huge difference to this room. And check this out. Here's what I did with the stairs. I kind of have this slope thing here, and on this side as well, and I think that looks really good. Now, we don't have to do this everywhere. It's just for maybe when we have open rooms, and I think maybe the ceiling is fine like it is. Maybe we need to do something about it. I'm not sure. But let me know what you think. I think that made a huge difference. I'm very much happier. Very much happier, you say, with that little change there. Now, I'm going to show you, I show you another mod that is included in the next coming version of Survival Stories. And I know a lot of people will be really happy about this mod. By the way, time frame wise for this update, I'm not going to rush it, okay? I've had a lot of issues lately with my world, for the world download, still not done. I can't seem to freaking fix it. And I've had a lot of crashes and that. So at the moment, the version I'm playing is very far from stable. This may also mean that there may be a few episodes missed upcomingly, okay? So I may skip a few episodes and work on the update instead. We'll see. Anyway. The mod is a Nuclear Control 2. This is a mod that I have been having on my radar for quite some time, and I know that Etho is using it, yes, and when I saw that I got a little bit sad in my eye, because now people think that I will copy. This is how Iskall works. But no, this has been on my radar for quite some time. It's been a lot of issues with it, but lately it seems very, very stable. And in addition to that, it now supports AE2, so you can actually connect this up to AE2 and you can get a whole bunch of cool stuff and information out of it. So what is the mod? Well, it's basically all about panels and information, and we're gonna go ahead and use this for signs to begin with. Now this mod, by the way, it was suggested to me by one of you guys, okay? Thank you very much. I think it was a guy called Willie that isn't really watching anymore, not commenting at least, but it was back in like episode 21 or something when I asked for a sign mod, and he told me about this mod, and I got just, you know, I got so excited, and then it was too unstable at the time. But basically, what you can do, let's just do this. I'm gonna go ahead and put a text card in here. I will probably do a little bit of a tutorial video on this mod further down the line. It's really simple though. If we were to have, we want a sign over this door, I'm thinking, and this is going to be the east wing. So I can go, let's see how I do this. I go in here, yes, east wing. Let's just see what happens. And then let's turn that on. Look at that, we have an east wing sign, okay? Now, that's not super fancy, but look at this. We can change the color of the screen to black and the text color to green, perhaps, and then restart. Aha! And then what we can do is shape it so that it's, and this is what excites me. Yeah, we can shape it like that. That's not what I wanted though. No, I want to do this, and then I want to get this down a little bit, maybe there. And check that out. And can we make the text smaller? I don't think we can, but we could do like, we could do something like this. We could do east wing and then test chamber A, C, and D. Wait, B? A, B, and C. No, A, C, and E. A, B, C, D, E. Yes, so every other. Okay, that's fine. I know the alphabet. Are you crazy? You think I'm brand new? No. But there we go. I don't know if we can center the text as well. Maybe if we click this. I almost wish there was like fonts and different things that we could do with this, but there doesn't seem to be. I've been playing around with it quite a bit when I've been testing, making sure it's stable and that. And actually this very mod is, as at the moment, crashing survival story, so I have to be careful. You're supposed to be able to read fluids. So for example, if I were to place a tank down and then connect it up to this, I could read off of it fluids. But at the moment, Forge is unupdated and it crashes the world. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to show you. But I think that is pretty cool. I think that will go very well with the biolab. If I were to put the door back there that I removed. Oh shoot. What blocks did I use? Laboratory blocks, of course. But what version of them, stupid Drew? These maybe. And then I'm using a tinted glass from Cetones. I'm gonna start saying Cetones because that's apparently how you pronounce it. Someone corrected me on that. I think it would have been better if it would have been Stones though. But okay, if we do that. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks pretty fantastic. We could even probably lower that a little bit more. I don't want it completely flat, but I don't want it to be too thick either. Yes, I think that is fantastic. And it blends pretty well with the corp as well. Don't like that the text doesn't have any padding though, but hey, it's at least a start. So that is basically what the mod is about. It's about science and information. It's very expensive to make these panels. It's actually an IC2 add-on. Oh, I did have another one. Okay. I did do a lot of auto crafting stuff with these, so I can I show you the recipe? Check this out. It's so crazy. Oh, I can't. It's not an NEI, is it? It should be. Yeah, look at this. To make the information panel, you need all of this stuff, and this, for example, takes a bunch of IC2 stuff, and yes. So I've been doing a lot of that work off camera. I actually did record a bit of it, but it turned out pretty badly. It was pretty boring to watch me craft things. Cool, but that is that. Now, I want to go update thermal expansion so that we can play around with some lamps in here as well. And then I'll check the time of the video if we have time to do some technical stuff that I was originally planning today. So let me do that and come back to you. Not sure I love it, to be honest with you. Totally worth updating though. These lights are so cool. I don't know if I love this specific setting. So this is what we had, right? And maybe, so thermal expansion adds a lot of new Lumium versions. These are the flat ones. Maybe we do something like this. Let's try it out. Or maybe we even go, actually that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. That's better looking than that, I think. They come in both Lumium, which gives this radius light. Or sorry, radiant Lumium and regular Lumium. I think I like the Lumium better for this specific setting though. I'm not sure. Oh, this may be a problem. Yes. Shooters, that's a problem. We cannot place it there because the sign is there, right? Would it look fancy with just one of these, I wonder? No, I don't like that. Clearly something I have to have a little bit of a play around with, but there are a lot of different fancy versions of these. These, for example, are pretty cool. They are like, I guess you could say lava lamps. We did the lava lamp there. But these actually act as torches. So if I place them on the side like that, they sit like torches, which I don't personally like, but still, they're pretty cool. There's also the nipple version that, how is it that I make it? Oh, shooters. I thought it was like that. Oh, there we go. Just put one in. Okay. My inventory is getting completely messed up. But these are like buttons. Boop. And then, of course, we use the multimeter to do the cool things we do. It may be actually a good thing to change the colors of them. I'm not sure, though. I will have to have a play around. I'll have to have a play around. I just had a sip of coffee and I felt that was a bad idea for recording. But anyway, I want to get on to the next thing. I'm going to be playing around with lights and that thing later. I don't think we need to decorate the walls very much more though. This thing surely made a difference. But let's break in here because I haven't hooked this door up. and maybe I get to do a little bit of digging. What I'm planning is I want to make... I have a little bit of an issue figuring out the layout of this place. This here should be an elevator down. We've already decided that. So maybe the same thing to do is have... Do I want to do a long corridor with test chambers on the sides? Or do I want to make like one test chamber over here? I think I do want to do... I think I do want to do the test chamber corridor thingamajiggy, because that way I can fit a lot more things in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat what we did for the corridors, but we need to get a design agreed for the test chambers. But this would come like so, right? And then we'd have another section of these, I suppose, like that, and we'd go with the wedges there. By the way, thank you so much for all the positive feedback on the lab. There have been also a lot of... What is that thing over there? Is there something inside this block? Nope. Okay, that's weird. There's also been a lot of awesome suggestions for what we could do with the lab, and I really appreciate it. I really like it. One of the things that was mentioned that, you know, caught my eye and really made me laugh was that we need to have... we need to have a section where we try out different ways of killing the stupid bats. And I absolutely love it. That should be definitely one of the sections we do. For those of you who don't understand why that is funny, I absolutely hate bats, okay? I absolutely hate them. They are the worst thing ever. I did this wrong. Yes, there's supposed to be shooters. There's supposed to be a door here. And another thing, and that is kind of tying up with what we're doing now, is that there was someone saying that we should do like airlocks and stuff. And that is my idea with these doors. Once we have the player sensors, like I did up here, the idea is kind of like this whole corridor section is more like an airlock. Well, I guess we didn't do a door there, but if we would pop up, well, we only ever did one door. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe we just do one door. But these are kind of like the security sections, if you will. Alright, I think it's really starting to take shape. I like this here. Very beautiful indeed, using these aluminum lamps from thermal expansion. Alright, so first test chamber that we are going to do is going to come in here. And I have to kind of figure out how I want this. I was planning, maybe I'll leave it for some comments and inputs to you guys. But what about having... we'd have a door here, right? An airlock door, a security. Then we need some kind of like overview room with like the settings, or not settings, but where you can manage this specific test chamber. And maybe what I'm thinking then is... Let me grab some stairs. Boop. I'm thinking we go down a little bit. Maybe. This may be a terrible idea. But we go down a little bit just to get that feeling that we enter something. And then in here, we'd have a smaller room. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. Punch out this. And how... 3, 4, 5, yeah, maybe we have to do one more here. I'm very not decided on how I want this, as you can hear, or as you can tell. Something like that, and we'd probably continue with this. You know what though? I'm gonna leave this with you. I don't like this floor. I don't like this floor, and I don't like the other variation that I tried over here, the white one. So if you have any idea for floor, because I've been looking, and maybe this is fine, maybe it is, maybe it's just me that's like, ugh, I don't know. But anyway, we come down, we'd have the floor level maybe over here, so just like a small entrance stair, and probably do some cool bends on the sides here, just like we did on the entrance to the big room. The risk that I'm having, or the risk that I'm seeing here, is that I'm kind of doing the exact same thing we did over at the factory with the farm rooms. I think that was very beautiful when we did that, but there is an issue with it. I don't want to have a set standard for how these rooms should look, because that will that will be very hard to work with, I've learned, when we do the next one, and there may be some different things with it. That didn't make any sense, but hopefully you understood what I meant. So yeah, we come down like so, and then we have some kind of like test chamber in front of us. I'm a big fan of like having glassed things, so we'd have a glass screen, and then there would be the thing that's going in this test chamber. One of the absolute first things I want to build is a multi-mob spawner, and for that I'm going to require a space for a ComputerCraft screen. We're probably going to want an NPC, so let's just try. Maybe there could be a desk like that with some controls on it. Yeah, I think that will work out pretty good. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, we don't have time to do that today, unfortunately. We're out of time, but there has been a few comments suggesting that we should check out the fluid displays, and I've been meaning to do this, but I kind of forgot about it. The fluid displays from random things for our walls instead of having the tanks. So that's what I want to do, and I saw that random things. I've used these before, by the way. I used them in a series called Moonlight Vanilla Plus, and I did an aquarium with them. But I saw that they've added the advanced fluid displays, which I have no idea what they are. But I guess what we'll do, we'll try out some different liquids. Oh, you know what? We have the cryothium. Oh, whoa, whoa. Iskall just got excited. This we can pour out, right? Oh, yes. Okay. Snow, get out of here. This is maybe the liquid we should use instead of the XP liquid. Because, again, the XP liquid we cannot pour out. But I was thinking we could try and see what happens if we were to put these here. I love the matrix screens, but we cannot use them everywhere because it's lagging the game. Oh, that's cool. We can actually use the liquid XP. That looks fantastic. That looks really good. Let's try. What's the difference with the advanced ones, I wonder? Can I right click them? Oops. Oops. Jesus freaking Christ. Inventory is a mess. Okay. There. Nope, I can't do anything. Okay. Let's just try. I don't see anything different. Oh! How did I do that? That's weird. You saw that? I'm not crazy or anything, am I? There was something weird with that block there. Oh, okay, I see. So this, yeah, I see. So this guy will be covered in all sides. This here, you can probably, oh yeah, okay, you can mix it. Aha! Now I get it. Now I see. But that's pretty cool. I want to try the cryothium here. Oh, that looks pretty grand as well. I do like the XP though. Not sure, not sure. We'll have matrix screens as well. We have a lot of things that we'll have. But this is actually a fantastic suggestion by you guys. I'm going to be using this for a lot of things. Specifically since you can use liquids that you can't pour, like XP. And I want to address one more thing before I close off this episode. Up here, this first room that we built, there's been quite a bit of comments about this window looking like... Well, people have nasty minds, okay? But there's been quite some comments about that. There's been comments about this thing in the middle not making any sense. And tell you what, we'll probably redo this room. I knew when I built this that I wanted to get something up so that I can get my biolab started. And the only thing that matters to me, really, is the look and feel from outside, if you know what I mean. I want to be able to... It should be visible that there's something inside there. Anyway, that being said, I think we have to close up this episode, unfortunately. But I hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button down below. Let's try to get a 100 again. Once again. I really appreciate every single input and like and interaction with you guys. It's so much fun to do this, and I want to do it forever. And with your support, that's the thing we can do. Okay, anyway, that's it for today. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.